Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer. We're going to map out the fascinating journey of your code, starting from raw development all the way to a seamless deployment. And we're going to do it in a really straightforward, easy to understand way. Picture this for a second. You launch your application, it goes completely viral overnight, and thousands of users are flooding in all at once. What happens next? Boom, your servers crash. We've all seen how painful manual deployments can be, and honestly, it is absolutely devastating when your servers go down during a massive traffic spike. So here's our game plan for today to fix that. 1. Intro to AWS DevOps. 2. Core concepts in architecture. 3. Implementation and workflow. 4. A real-world example. 5. Best practices and mistakes. And finally, 6. Summary and revision. Let's kick things off with Section 1. Intro to AWS DevOps. And this right here brilliantly illustrates the automated, interconnected world of modern cloud architecture. It's honestly like a digital assembly line. All these different AWS services orchestrate together perfectly to create a smooth, totally automated pipeline for delivering your software. Think about the old way of doing things. Manual deployments, they were painfully slow, totally packed with human error, and pretty much guaranteed downtime whenever you pushed an update. But when we flip the script to automated code pipeline deployments, it's a total game changer. Everything becomes fast and reliable, you get true continuous delivery, and most importantly, high availability. Moving right along to Section 2, Core Concepts and Architecture. First up is the load balancer. I like to think of this as a highly efficient traffic cop. Its whole job is to distribute all that incoming application traffic evenly across multiple targets, like your EC2 instances, guaranteeing that no single server ever gets overwhelmed by users. Next, we have AWS Code Commit. This is basically the ultra-secure starting point of our factory assembly line. It's a fully managed source control service that hosts secure, Git-based code repositories for your development teams. Then comes AWS Code Build, which acts as the rigorous testing phase of our assembly line. It's a continuous integration service that takes your source code, compiles it, automatically runs tests to catch any pesky errors, and then produces the final software packages. So, the crucial point here is AWS Code Pipeline. This is the big boss, the ultimate manager of the whole operation. It's a fully managed, continuous delivery service that orchestrates the build, the test, and the release phases. It connects everything into one seamless, continuous workflow. Because let's face it, without this, you're just stuck doing everything manually. All right, Section 3, Implementation and Workflow. So what does this actually look like inside the AWS console? Well, it flows like this. Step 1, you push your source code to code commit. Step 2, code build kicks in, using a build spec file to run its tests. Step 3, code pipeline orchestrates that entire flow from start to finish. And finally, step 4, your application is automatically deployed out to your load-balanced EC2 instances. Let's ground this with Section 4, a real-world example. Take a look at this real-world blue/green deployment strategy. If you're aiming for a highly available architecture using EC2 and load balancers, this is exactly how you do it. By using GitHub or Code Commit as your source, Code Deploy can automatically shift traffic from the old version of your app straight to the new version. The result? Absolutely zero downtime for your users, and you maintain full compute capacity while updating. Now for Section 5, Best Practices and Mistakes. Now, what's really interesting here is the massive difference in security posture based on a few simple choices. A huge, very common mistake is hard-coding sensitive passwords in plain text. Definitely do not do that. Instead, best practice is to track your database passwords using AWS Secrets Manager. Always upload your code build artifacts to S3 with both versioning and encryption enabled, rather than leaving them sitting there unprotected. And finally, always set CloudWatch alarms for your metrics. Never just deploy manually in the dark without monitoring. And that brings us to Section 6, Summary and Revision. Let's do a quick rapid-fire quiz to see what's stuck. Question 1. Which AWS service compiles source code, runs tests, and produces software packages?
Take a second.
Yep, it's AWS code build. Question 2. Where should you save an AWS code build artifact to ensure it has proper versioning and encryption? We just covered this one. The answer is Amazon S3.
All right, question 3, a slightly trickier one. What deployment configuration allows just 10% of traffic to flow for 10 minutes before opening the floodgates to 100% of traffic? Think about it. The answer is Lambda Canary 10% 10 minutes. So I leave you with this final question. Are your application deployments fully automated, secure, and completely crash-proof yet? If the answer is no, start applying these DevOps concepts to your AWS environment today. Take that infrastructure to the next level. Thanks so much for joining today's explainer, and keep on learning.